today started out uneventfully or eventfully. My big dumpster was uneventfully picked up and hauled away. So I filled up a 20-yard dumpster in the last 2 weeks, emptying out the house and the garage and the basement. And would have liked to have maybe should have held on to it another day or so, but because I want to today start ripping out carpet. The carpet in the house and all the rooms, especially on the main floor, pretty musty, nasty carpet. So I'm going to start in this back room here because I'd like to actually use this as a staging area for tools and supplies. This room is going to be part of the big demolition that's going to happen in 6 months to a year. So this is the room here that likely has the asbestos tile underneath the carpet. So I'm going to tread really lightly in here. I'm not going to do any sweeping or vacuuming. I don't want to, if there's asbestos fibers in the floor, I don't want to start ramping them up. So my strategy here is going to be to pull out all the carpet, and I'm going to mop with wet mops and pick up whatever dust and debris so that I'm not throwing any fibers into the air. Then I'm going to take a sample of these tiles and get them to my local asbestos people and have them evaluate them, and they can tell me for sure if there's if I'm going to have this mitigated in the future. But for now, let's start ripping up this carpet. This is nasty. So right off the bat, something interesting happens. I'm pulling up this carpet, and the backing of the carpet is all really corroded and nasty. But something weird too is they stuck down newspapers, old newspapers, Escanaba Daily Press, I'm presuming, underneath the carpet. I don't know if that was supposed to be some kind of a barrier, maybe because they knew these were asbestos tiles and they wanted some kind of a barrier between. I don't know, but I would love to sit and look at all these old newspapers, but it's just not going to be. It's too nasty, and I'm just going to have to very tenderly get as much of this junk as I can into plastic bags and get it out of here. I was hoping. Oh well, that's the joys of this. That's the joys of these old houses. Well, you have to evolve, you have to compromise. This is an absolute mess. You can see the just dirt left behind from the backing on the carpet. And it's pretty interesting to see these old newspapers. I'd love to pull them all out and read them at a later time, but just some of the weird things that people did. I don't see what the purpose of doing this was. It's definitely Escanaba Daily Press. Huh. That says week of, I don't think I can get it in focus with you, but that says week of August 6th through 1984. So this carpeting was put in at the earliest in 1984. What a mess. But I'm gonna have to use the vacuum. There's no other way to do this. If I have to choose between vacuuming or sweeping, definitely vacuuming is gonna create less of an impact as far as dust. So I'm just gonna have to do it. Tighten up my mask, open up a window, and hope for the best. Just as a reminder, I'm not doing anything with the tile itself that I'm concerned about asbestos. I'm only trying to get this nasty carpet with the backing that is completely disintegrated out of here. And well, if there's some incidental contact with the tile, it is what it is. But the carpet has to come off first anyway. So this is the compromise I got to make. Well, that's one section done. At least I'm not going to be tracking around all that black stuff. I'm hoping that as I go, maybe it'll get better, but probably not. Onward. I'm going to talk through the mask because it's a little nasty in here right now, but my shop vac's starting to sound like Chewbacca. This is a hot mess, but one of the things we do up here in the North Country is we pick up leaves in the fall every year. So I'm gonna take this out like I would do a big pile of leaves. Check it out. All right, anybody who's raked leaves knows what I'm about to do now. Alright, it's about the most disgusting blue burrito you're ever going to see. And one of the biggest. Well, it's kind of an interesting floor tile. You know, from what little research I've done into the asbestos, these 7-inch tiles are very suspect. They're likely asbestos. So like I said, I'm gonna get a sample and send it away and see for sure what I'm dealing with here. But for now, I got that nasty carpeting out, and thank goodness for those daily press papers that they put under for, I don't know, maybe it was for that reason. Maybe they knew they needed some kind of a barrier for the future to pull it out, but they really helped me to be able to finesse that junk out of here and pull it out of here like a pile of leaves. But the carpeting's out. I'm going to do a little more cleaning Assuming that this is asbestos, I'm going to put some paper down like you would put down to protect the floor in a new construction. But in this case, I'm going to put it down just to isolate that floor, and then I'll use this room in the meantime as a place to store my tools and stage stuff, so I don't have things in the back of the house. I don't plan on using this bedroom until I do after I do the major renovation. So that way the front of the house is clear and I can live up there for now. So I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just do one little pass with the mop here, get that last little bit of dust up off the floor, and use a little Murphy's oil soap. The house needs to start cleaning and getting down into it a little bit and getting the smell out. It's been closed up for a long time. It's pretty musty, so a little Murphy's oil soap might smell good.